Good evening, and welcome to our in-depth report on one of South India's most fascinating communities, the Sengun. When we speak of Sengunthars, the first images that often come to mind are warriors on the battlefield or artisans at their looms. Yet the true story of Sengun is far richer, spanning centuries of history, culture, and social evolution. Historically, Sengunthars were integral to the military and administrative framework of the Chola and Pandya empires, serving not only as skilled warriors but also as trusted strategists and commanders. Their influence was not limited to battles. They helped shape trade routes, cultural practices, and social structures in the regions they inhabited. Tonight, we aim to explore this legacy in depth, showing how the Sengun community managed to preserve its identity, adapt to political upheavals, and continue influencing society even in modern times. This is a story of courage, adaptability, and innovation that transcends generations. Tracing the roots of the Sengun community takes us deep into the rich tapestry of Tamil history. Sengunthars were historically a warrior-weaving community, an unusual combination that gave them both social prestige and economic influence. During the Chola dynasty, they were prominent in military campaigns, defending kingdoms, and serving as elite commanders. At the same time, they cultivated weaving and trade, producing textiles that were highly valued locally and internationally. This dual role of protector and artisan allowed them to navigate societal changes with remarkable adaptability. Even when the political landscape shifted, they managed to maintain economic stability through trade, leveraging their skills in weaving to establish thriving commercial networks. Their story is a testament to how strategic versatility and cultural resilience can allow a community not just to survive, but to thrive across centuries. What makes the Sengun legacy particularly compelling is the way the community adapted to change while retaining a strong sense of identity. As empires declined and political structures evolved, Sengunthars shifted focus from military dominance to commercial and social influence. Their weaving became more than a trade. It became a symbol of their cultural heritage, connecting the past to the present. Many Sengun families established successful businesses and became patrons of education and community development, ensuring that future generations could prosper. This resilience illustrates a remarkable ability to combine tradition with progress. In today's world, where communities often face the pressures of globalization and cultural dilution, Sengunthars serve as a living example of how identity, enterprise, and cultural pride can coexist and reinforce one another. Beyond economics and historical warfare, the Sengun community has contributed significantly to social and cultural life. Temples, festivals, and community halls organized by Sengunthars have long served as centers of cultural preservation, fostering education, arts, and social cohesion. In modern times, members of the community have excelled in politics, business, academia, and the arts, translating the qualities of leadership, discipline, and creativity inherited from their ancestors into contemporary success. What is particularly striking is how these achievements are deeply rooted in centuries-old traditions of collaboration and strategic thinking. Every success story from the Sengun community today reflects a continuum that began on ancient battlefields and in the quiet, meticulous craft of weaving. A continuum that reminds us that culture and history are not static, but living forces that shape the present and the future. A modern Sengun community continues to build on this legacy of resilience and adaptability. While the historical image of Sengunthars as warriors is well documented, today their impact is seen more in entrepreneurship, education, and cultural leadership. Sengun-owned businesses, particularly in textiles and trade, have grown to national and international prominence, reflecting the community's enduring skill in commerce and innovation. At the same time, educational initiatives spearheaded by Sengun organizations have produced generations of scholars, engineers, and professionals, demonstrating a commitment to progress that mirrors their historical emphasis on discipline and strategic thinking. This combination of business acumen and intellectual investment has allowed Sengunthars to maintain both relevance and influence, bridging the gap between centuries-old traditions and the demands of the 21st century. Another defining feature of the Sengun community is its strong sense of cultural identity, which has been carefully preserved over centuries. Festivals, religious ceremonies, and community gatherings not only celebrate tradition, but also reinforce social cohesion. These cultural practices serve as a living bridge between the past and present, reminding younger generations of the courage and ingenuity of their forebears. Moreover, the Sengun community has increasingly engaged with broader social issues, advocating for education, women's empowerment, and economic development. This engagement demonstrates a remarkable capacity to honor history while responding to contemporary challenges, highlighting why Sengun culture is both enduring and adaptive. By balancing heritage with modernity, they provide an example of how a community can remain true to its roots while thriving in a rapidly changing world. One of the most intriguing aspects of Sengunthar history is their dual identity as warriors and artisans, which allowed them to navigate political upheavals with unique agility. During periods of conflict, their military skills ensured protection and social influence, while their weaving and trade networks offered economic stability. This dual role was not only practical but strategic, enabling the community to maintain prominence across generations. Today, this historical versatility translates into entrepreneurial and professional success, with Sengunthars excelling in diverse fields from technology to governance. Their story illustrates the broader principle that adaptability, skill diversification, and cultural pride are key drivers of long-term community resilience. Lessons that hold relevance not only for Sengunthars, but for societies worldwide. It is also essential to recognize the role of education in the Sengun community's sustained influence. Historically, Sengunthars valued learning and mentorship, both in military strategy and trade mastery. In contemporary times, this emphasis has expanded to modern education, with many Sengun institutions fostering academic excellence and leadership. This investment in human capital has created a ripple effect, empowering community members to excel in competitive arenas while preserving cultural cohesion. Furthermore, Sengun organizations continue to sponsor initiatives in arts, heritage, and social welfare, reinforcing the idea that community strength comes not only from economic success, but also from shared values and collective responsibility. This blend of tradition, innovation, and social consciousness underscores why Sengunthars continue to command respect and admiration. As we conclude this exploration, the legacy of the Sengun community emerges as a story of remarkable endurance, adaptability, and vision. From their origins as warriors and weavers to their modern roles as entrepreneurs, scholars, and cultural custodians, Sengunthars demonstrate how history, identity, and innovation can coexist. Their journey reminds us that communities are defined not just by past achievements, but by the ways they evolve while honoring their heritage. For the Sengun community, every battlefield, every loom, and every educational initiative is part of a continuum connecting generations. It is a story of courage and creativity, of strategic foresight and cultural pride, a story that continues to inspire and shape the world around them. And in understanding this, we gain a richer appreciation for the enduring power of tradition, the necessity of adaptation, and the timeless impact of the Sengun legacy.